This is Katy.
And this is Patience.
And we're Gummy Buddies. Alrighty, we are back, and guess what? We just recorded an episode last week. I'm not Englishing very well today. I was doing that all day at work, so good luck understanding anything we say tonight.
Yes.
So Patience, how did your week go? Just lay it. I know it was horrible.
We had an ice storm today, and my work wouldn't let me get off, and so I had to drive home in it. It was horrible. Got stuck on a hill, and it was just a really big chaotic mess. So I didn't have a good day today, and of course it's Friday the 13th, of freaking course.
Uh-huh.
Other than that, my week was just like horribly long. Like it just drove. It was just too long.
Drugged it on.
So I'm glad it's over. I'm glad it's Friday. Glad we're recording.
Yes, we've been looking forward to this all week. So we're gonna turn our night around. We're gonna have a good night. And
we're going to make you laugh.
Darn right.
Well,
and
I don't know. My topic
is
your
topic laughable? No. Okay. No. I'm excited, you guys. This is going to be, sorry for the squeaky chair, which was my thigh pushing on the sides of the chair. It's going to be her episode.
Yay!
So she's the main event tonight. My week was similar. I had a crappy week. I had lots of really angry customers. Not good. It just sucked. It was Murphy's Law all week. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. In one day, I didn't even tell you this. So I'm on my break, and I'm in...
Today?
No, this was yesterday. So I had a really bad day yesterday. I'm on my break, and I'm out in the aisle, okay? I've got earbuds in, and I'm looking at a video on my phone while also shopping and kind of like perusing. So I'm clearly not on the clock. Sorry, if you hear background noise, there's a cat that's smacking an ornament off of my tray. Check out our Patreon for exclusive video content. Not of the cat. We don't have that recording on there. So I'm standing in the aisle, and someone comes up to me, and they're like, "Hey, do you sell nicotine gum?" And I was like, yeah, we keep that. I kind of looked at him for a second because I couldn't hear him at first because I had the earbuds in. And I was like, yeah, we keep that in the bullpen up front. So go ahead and, sorry, that was my elbow.
I thought it was Tugboat.
No, not yet.
Like, oh my gosh.
What if there wasn't a cat in the kitchen and it was just Tugboat playing with the Christmas tree? That'd be great.
Oh, that'd be really freaky.
Or what if he was messing with it behind us in the video and the ornament just started like swinging on its own like a cat was batting it? I would be so happy. Tugboat could be part of our video. So back to my story, which is taking 6 years for me to tell. I forgot what I was even getting, but my break is only 15 minutes, so I was going to get checked out at the register, and he rushes past me, like he squeezes past me in the aisle as I'm walking up to the register, rushes past me and cuts in front of me in the line to get to the front cashier, and knowing full well he's going to have to sit there and wait and ask her to help him pick out a nicotine gum. I was so annoyed. I was like, you took time away from my break to get the help, and maybe you didn't realize I was on my break, but you sure as heck knew I was walking right up to the register because you literally just cut right in front of me on my very limited time to buy this on my break. So that was one thing that happened yesterday. I also ran into a basket that was sticking out somewhere, and I have a huge
workers' comp.
Yeah. I have a giant, I didn't even tell you this yet either. There's a knot under on my quad. There's like a hard ball, like golf ball size knot there, and it's dark purple in a big circle because my thick thighs hit the basket in the side of the cubby thing. And I just dropped my journal. It's fine. It's Friday the 13th, you guys. And then when I got home, I took off my shoes, and I was getting changed out of my uniform, and I accidentally stepped and gave myself a splinter in my foot. And that was just 3 bad things that happened that day. So yeah,
leads up to Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm. Last thing that I wanted to tell you before I forgot. In our last pod, we mentioned Egyptian Santa. Yeah. So turns out his name is Baba Noel. Pretty cool name. And then they hope he'll climb in their windows over in Egypt. And sometimes they leave him cock to eat. You know, love it when the children can give Santa some cock. It's special this time of year. Don't look at me like that. It's called cock. Cock. I know I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but I listened to a video and a guy was saying it. He was like, cock.
He said it was cookies, right?
It's spelled K-A-H-K. It's like a sweet biscuit-like thing.
Cock.
With like a filling. It honestly looks good. I kind of want to try some. I want some cock.
We want Egyptian Santa to come.
I want a nice, healthy, like soft cock that I can just bite my mouth and see what's inside, you know? Patience.
We're talking about who we would, we're talking about someone who we hold in a higher power.
Santa?
No!
What?
Was he considered Santa to them? Like, would he give them gifts and stuff? Like, what would Santa
he'll
give
them
them?
gifts. Yeah, it's similar.
Like a rock? What do they have then?
I'm not talking about ancient Egypt. I'm talking about just Egyptian, like in nowadays.
I was talking back then. And I was like, oh, did he bring them rocks?
You think they had nothing. That's all they had to play with back then. We're just rocks.
Have you seen Hercules? They're not even in this.
That's
same thing.
All right. So, this is a great time to promote ourselves to our Patreon because I know you want more content like that. We are going to have our Patreon starting on January 1st. It will be live and available for subscription. We have gone with the lowest subscription amount of $3 a month because we don't know how much we'll be able to add on there extra. We will have our 2 main episodes, but if we do any extra content whatsoever, we've got one video we're recording tonight for it, actually. Check that out. Any videos of our faces as of now are going to be Patreon exclusive. If we do live streams, we might we might do some live streams off of Patreon. Any card games we decide to try and just putz around on together, any games at all. We see a lot of different TikTok challenges, a lot of different games there. We're going to make those Patreon videos. So
or like some of the things that we do after we cut the podcast, because we sometimes like do different things when we're like off of here, because like we just randomly find something else to do. Mm-hmm. So if we ever do something like that, yes, that's what we're going to do. So also launching with it, we're going to have exclusive merch codes for our merch.
Yes.
Katie designed it. I still need to come up with at least one. I really want to push myself to do it. I should just call off on Monday.
I think you should. It's for the pod. It's for your business.
And then I can just sit there and draw all day. Gross. So we're going to do that. We're going to figure out how to do it because we're smart. Katie's smart. She does a lot of it. I slack. I'm a slacker.
She is a slacker, but
Future
we still
Katie,
love her.
You love me.
Heaven knows I do, to have put up with you all these years. Why are we clicking our teeth? All right, so finally, for those of you who are not aware, we will also included with the subscription of our PPs.
Not those kind of PPs. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Our Patreon packages, of course. We are going to be launching a raffle from January 1st to January 31st. Any new subscribers to our Patreon in our first month of Patreon's existence will be put into a raffle, and we are going to mail you a personally put together package. Take that alliteration. A perfectly personally put together package, and we will prepare it for postage. Oh, I'm on a roll.
Wait, what is that called when you have letters that start the same?
I just said it. It's fine.
Wait,
I didn't want you to listen to me. Alliteration.
What am I? I'm thinking of a different word.
Oh. Well, I don't know what you're thinking of. I don't know. I don't know what's going on through that perverted brain of yours.
Condensation that's the weather.
Yes.
Sort of.
Kind of.
Science.
Yeah, science. We're professional scientists here too. Yeah, so January 1st through 31st. Any new Patreons.
They're going to be like the ones that we post on Instagram that we normally will make our little basket full of snacks.
Mm-hmm. So they'll
Stuff
be personally vetted. We're going to put some of our favorite stuff in there that we really like to try. So if you're interested in receiving one of those, we are going to mail you our specialized, personalized pee-pee snack basket.
They're average size.
But they're adequate.
Fulfilling. They'll make you stuffed.
They'll make you want to open up your mouth and take a bite of our pee-pee, you know? So, yeah, I'm excited. Do you want to clink before we start with your topic? Is there anything else you wanted to say before we do?
No, I am good.
All right. Okay, let me grab. We have, once again, we have a tangerine orange flavored gummy. Which brand do we have tonight?
Clink. There's not Buds Burns.
We have to redo it. 50 Shades of Green.
50 Shades of Green. Yeah.
Yeah, we have 50 Shades of Green. It's the Delta 9 gummies. They come in a jar of 10 of them, 300 milligrams total. We usually take one of the gummies out of it. I didn't click again. I keep on talking. And then we still haven't have any of them. Okay. Clink. Third time's the charm. I really do feel that Friday the 13th is screwing us over, though. Mm-hmm. And someone told me it's a full moon. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's great. 50 Shades of Green sponsor us. I love it. It tastes so good.
We're gonna make sponsor me shirts. Sponsor us.
Sponsor me. I want to do it. So I think we should do. I don't know what it's called, but the sarcastic way of writing, where it's like capital, lowercase. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. I want to do one that just said sponsor us with that kind of writing on it. I think it could be fun. I think. And we wanted to do an Eternal Reef sponsor us shirt, but...
Don't sue us.
Yeah, we don't want to get sued by Eternal Reef.
We're here to make you busier.
Yeah.
With the death of people.
Yeah. About like 50 years from now, when all of us keel over, you're going to be in business, Eternal Reefs. You're welcome.
That's so sad.
Our 2 followers. You know what? That's a pretty good commission, though. Because what were they, like $3,000, $5,000?
Something like that.
Not bad for a funeral when you think about it, actually.
Watch that episode. Katie talked about different burial types.
Yes, it is
traditions.
Episode 6.
5.
5.
6. It's
6? Okay. Called Very Fun. We like puns around here. And if you don't, you stop this podcast right now. You go to a mirror, you look at yourself in the face, you look yourself in the eye, and you try to figure out how to live with yourself. Then you smack yourself in the face, you come back, you hit resume with your newfound sense of humor. Are you ready? Have you smacked yourself? Very good. Patience, what's our topic tonight? Hi.
Okay, so we're each going to say... I'm yelling. Sorry.
You're not. I don't think you are.
I'm going to talk about something that I learned this week, and Katie's going to go after me.
Oh, yeah. I totally skipped that.
I actually learned it from TJ. So my topic tonight that we're going to talk about later, it's not so much controversial. There's a lot of like, it's just the story I talk about is just going to be really weird and you're really going to have to follow along. So we got to get to it quick before this hits.
I'm already learning something that you can learn something from TJ. Like I didn't know it was possible.
Isn't that nuts? So I was trying to come up with like a backup topic just in case I didn't want to do our main topic tonight because I was nervous about it. Mm-hmm. He told me there's something called a flip ship.
Okay.
It is a ship. Okay, like think about a ship on the water that will go up straight and stand up straight.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Like a transformer?
I've never heard of it. And he's like, yeah, I'm kind of surprised you didn't. And I was like, it's the coolest thing. So it was made in 1962. Stands 355 feet tall. And it will go vertically out of the water. Like it'll like be in the water and it'll just go whoosh.
What? Does it turn into a rocket ship and launch off?
No. So it's a research ship. Basically it can measure like the waves.
Okay.
The waves, temperature, acoustics of the water, flora, fauna, things like that. Flora and flana.
No.
Flora and flana.
Floral and flannel. No.
Flora and flana.
No, try again.
Floral, fauna.
No.
Flora, fauna.
Yes.
Aurora would be upset with me. Right?
Yes, Princess Aurora.
I'm so proud of you.
And Merryweather.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you, I'm actually gonna show, I wanna show you,
I'm just picturing, like, a capsizing ship.
That's what I thought it was, too.
Mm-hmm.
And I was surprised, but hold on, I'm gonna show Katie a video of what it looks like. I don't want to put it on here in case we get copyrighted.
Oh, yeah. Okay, all right, ready? So resuming that, I just watched a little clip of it, which could have been muted and just me watching it, but patience is very fiddle.
So the water, like, gets released out of it, and that's how it can, like,
go
straight. And the people on the boat will actually, like, climb up as it's flipping. And then the equipment inside is, like, on like, hinges, so it'll, like, sway as it goes up.
What?
So cool. And TJ...
I have to tell you, the first thing it made me think of was in Cars when they go tractor tipping and they're like, and the tractors just tip on their backs. It looks like that, but a boat.
They actually just stopped using it in... Shoot, TJ looked it up, and it was actually not that long ago, like somewhere in the 2000s. Like, they just stopped using it. 15, maybe? 2015? Don't quote me. Mm-hmm. But I'm like...
Oh, I'm quoting.
I never even knew that thing existed, and I'm so surprised it's not talked about more.
I hadn't heard of it.
Who would have thought of a flipping ship in the 60s?
It just makes... Obviously, I don't know how it works. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like, it seems like a whole lot of work for a ship to be flipping. Like, the reasoning behind it scientifically for the research, that makes me really curious. But no, I've never seen that or heard of it. It just totally looks like a cow tipping thing. Or tractor tipping.
Speaking of cars, when we were on our Colorado vacation, Katie in her car, when we were driving, it made me think of the minivan when we were in Lightning McQueen sleeping in the back of Mac. And there's a little minivan that starts speeding up past a Mac, and then when it starts to turn, it has this really funny face in it, and you can hear it's like blinker, and there's like a mattress flapping, and that's what I picture Katie every time, like the same face and everything when we're like pulling over in front of semis, and it's the funniest thing, and I still cannot stop thinking about it.
Every time I change lanes, she just kind of like giggle, and we couldn't stop laughing because when we stopped, she showed me the clip, and I was like, I do look like that when I change lanes. Like,
future Katie, clip this. Flapping. We need to show them.
I know. We got to find a TikTok or something that has it in there and tag ourselves in it. Yeah, it was.
So now that you brought up Cars, I'm like, I can't stop thinking about it.
Yep, that's our life, apparently.
That's funny.
We're just living the Disney dream.
So that is my topic. The thing that I learned from TJ.
That sounds like an excellent topic. I learned about lion's mane mushrooms.
What?
So, I was binging Clarkson's Farm again, and in it, Jeremy Clarkson has, like, he's growing mushrooms in this little underground cave thingy, and his girlfriend's there helping him prepare them for sale, and she's like, I have an idea, why don't we dehydrate them and powder them, because they were having a hard time selling them quickly enough, because they were making so many. One of the mushrooms they had was a lion's mane, so it's like this kind of roundish, it looks like a lion's mane. It's like soft and fluffy looking, and it's white, and it looks like it's got like fibers that look almost like a lion's mane. I don't know how to describe
the hair?
it. Yeah.
The fur, whatever it's called.
Boots with the fur. And she's got the dehydrator, and she takes it, and she's like, oh yeah, I put it in my coffee, and she's like, I'll do it all the time, but then when I go days without it, she said it just helps like give her a boost of energy, and it helps her focus, and she said that it's just something that she really notices a difference. The days where she doesn't put a scoop of it in her coffee, she feels like her attention span's just not there as much. And so Jeremy Clarkson's, he's sitting there making fun of his girlfriend for it because he's like, oh, that's rubbish. It's, it's mushrooms. This is stupid. And then she's like, no, there's people. Like, lots of people use it. And I'm sitting there and I'm making fun of it too because I'm like, no, there's no way. Like, they have psychedelic mushrooms, but this is not. It's not that. It's not psilocybin mushrooms or anything. So I'm making fun of it. And then Kat, she's like, no, I take it too. And I notice a difference too when I don't take our cat. Yes. Hi, Kat. She says it's in one of her daily regimen thingies. And she says that when she doesn't have it. So that's my thing I learned. I had never heard of them before. And I really want to get like a cheap little jar of it just for giggles because I know I have ADHD.
So like a serotonin boost?
That's undiagnosed, and I just... No, it's not a serotonin boost. It's like a focus. It's like an energy / focus. Like if you have... Supposedly, it can help with ADHD. but I don't want any of the addictive
Side
Schedule
effects?
2 drugs. Yeah, I don't want any of the stuff that I have
Oh.
to. So if I have ADHD and I think that might help me focus a little bit, even if it does nothing, it's not going to hurt me. You know, it's safely made. So I want to get like a little jar of it and just try it to see if I notice a difference.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Never heard of it. I'm not a mushroom person, so I don't know many mushrooms.
Yeah, I'm not either. Like, I'm
Besides
never going to
Mario.
go to it. But if it's just a powder that you don't really taste much and I can put it in like a drink or something, I would totally try it just to see. Yeah, Mario, come on. What if it was there all along? The solution was there and we're neglecting it. Are you ready?
I'm really nervous. Okay, so my topic.
Come closer.
Okay, my nose is really runny. It's zippy. My topic. Okay, I'm
going to chow down on my Chinese food while I listen.
I need to figure out the words I want to say I don't think it's controversial.
She said this like 5 times, which makes me feel like it's going to be controversial.
We're going to make the air clean. I'm just here to tell a story. Something Katie's not heard of before. We aren't going to... we're going to have opinions about it. We might have different opinions. Who knows? It's a very opinionated story. That's how I'm going to put it. It's very opinionated.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited for this.
So, we're going to start off. I'm going to show Katie a picture first of what it is. That way she can kind of get a feel of what it's, other than anything else. This is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about this day.
Oh my gosh. Okay. A giant, I'm seeing like a pretty day, clear skies, but this giant building that's just like in a huge inferno.
So, Katie, every time we talk about a topic, we kind of give each other like a heads up to make sure no one has heard about the topic. I asked Katie, she obviously knows of Waco, Texas. I don't think she knows about the topic that happened. I think it's close to Waco, Texas. I don't think it's actually in there. It's called the Waco Siege.
Okay.
I refer to it as a massacre.
So it's not one of those like school shooting thingies.
No school shootings. There are children.
Aww.
We are going to talk about dead children. So
Okay.
I watched someone tell me this story because he like included a lot of pictures and like made it like come to life of the story. Dead children hits too close to the home. So this story like I think is just really sad that happened, that it shouldn't have happened in the first place. So we're going to talk about it. I'm gonna give kind of like brief details because it's a really long story and remembering everybody's name is gonna be really hard. Okay. So, I'm gonna have to skip down to the bottom. Well, I'm gonna jump around.
Okay.
So there is in the 1930s, somebody named Victor Houteff. I'm not going to pronounce names right because I'm never good at it in the first place. He was a member of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Mm-hmm. Okay. And he founded the Davidian movement. Okay. And he made a settlement called Mount Carmel. I believe it's outside of Waco, Texas, in 1962. And what did I just say also happened in 1962? The flip ship.
Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
No.
No, okay.
The flip ship.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
so they believed in so this is where the religion part is going to come in, okay? So you got to kind of like...
screw Columbus anyway.
Yeah, F you.
Yeah.
Thanks for discovering America, though.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the Indians were already here. F you.
Yeah, screw them. And
So...
it was Vikings.
So they believed the Bible... like was literally the word of God, and they looked into it for clues about the end of the world and Christ's second coming, told in the book of Revelations. Okay? So, after this guy's death, this guy named Ben Roden, he took over, 1978.
Wait, this guy named Ben rode space in? Or his name was Ben Roden?
Ben Roden.
Ben Roden rode in?
So, in 1978, he died. And his wife was still alive. She remarried. So we're going to talk about Vernon.
So he took over the cult.
Yes, Vernon was now the leader of this cult. Okay, this was in 1981.
Okay. I say okay a lot.
He was a 22-year-old that arrived in Mount Carmel, and he became involved with Lois, which was the other guy's wife when he died. And they had a son named George, and they clashed together. So Vernon and George clashed, obviously the age and this and stuff.
You're not my real dad.
So, in the late 1987s, George was shot in the head and chest, and Vernon and seven followers went on trial for attempted murder. However, he was acquitted and it ended in a mistrial. So
was Vernon the name of this Vernon Jr. or something?
No, Vernon was the young boy that was hitting on the older mom.
For some reason, I had that in my head that was the first guy.
No.
Oh, I just hit my elbow.
The first guy's name is Victor.
Victor Vernon.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so. Ooh, I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. Yes, I am.
Uh-oh. Hang on, I got you. Achoo.
Okay, false alarm. Didn't have to sneeze. Okay, so in 1990, okay, Vernon changed his name to David Koresh. Okay. Koresh is the Hebrew translation of the Persian king who conquered Babylon and allowed the Jews to return to Israel. Okay? Remember this. Got it?
Correct.
Get it? Good.
Got it. I feel like you're my 7th grade history teacher going through like 6 lessons in 2 seconds.
So...
Alright. I'm putting my food down. I'm sorry, guys.
How we can do this. Dinner. We're going to talk about how this day became the day it is.
We didn't write down what time we clinked.
Oh.
Okay. It's okay.
It's fine. It hasn't been that long. It has probably only been like 25 minutes. Maybe
27
20
minutes, actually.
I don't think it's been that long. Oh, no. That's when we started. Oh. It hasn't been only like 10 minutes ago. That's 10 minutes ago. Just put it at 10 o'clock. We started.
Sure.
Okay, so. In this compound, Mount Carmel.
Koresh.
Yes.
Cartouche.
He is the leader of the Davidians. Okay. So I'm going to read word for word what it says, okay?
Alrighty.
So I can get it right. I don't like to mispronounce.
Beaker patience.
Okay. Uno momento on my thing for clouds.
Enjoy this ASMR of the ice water in my cup.
What the heckles? Okay. So in this cult, it's not a cult. It's a religious, I don't know, people refer to it as a cult. I don't think it's a cult. It sounds like they're doing culty things. Okay, we're going to talk about the culty things. They ordered guns, okay? They believed to
super culty.
So the end of the world is coming, right?
Of course.
He was like, okay, let's get guns.
Were they Nerf?
Huh?
Were they Nerf guns?
No. So
missed opportunity.
He was getting them, and he would actually trade them at markets.
Oh.
Okay. So the ATF. Okay.
Hang on. I know what it stands for. Ooh, hang on.
Let's see if you're right. You can do this.
The ATF. The Ammunition Training Forces. The Arms Tourist Financing Group.
No. The U.S. Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms.
Dang it, I was so close.
They were keeping a close eye on, like, this settlement. And what they would do is they would buy the, like, receiver end of the gun, which is, I believe, that's all you have to register your weapon for, is the receiver end.
I don't know the parts of guns.
That has the trigger. Basically, the part that makes it work. That's it. Okay? The rest of it, they would build themselves. Like, they would trade amongst each other. They would, like, build their own kits. Okay. They would really, like, exercise their Second Amendment. The right to bear arms. Okay? So, like, they
like, on a nice, if it's a nice day, you know, people should have the right to bear their arms if they want.
So, they would legally trade these at different, like, gun shows.
Okay.
But they had a big stockpile of guns because they're like, if the end of the world comes, we got to be prepared. So,
But they were also using them for profit.
basically.
For prep and
But
profit.
there's nothing wrong with that. People do that now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just odd that a religious organization would be doing weapons for profit, but, to each their own.
So,
God bless Merkel. Especially in Texas.
he also was basically he says, like, God speaks to him directly, and he just speaks the word of what God tells him.
Okay.
So he threatened violence to get anyone that would attack him or his family, and that family including, like, the giant group of friends.
You were, like, gesturing around your boobs when you're like, a giant.
No. I want to call it a cult, but it's not a cult. The church.
That's exactly what a cult would say.
If anyone threatened the church, basically. Okay.
All right.
So he had, so,
yeah.
so I think they went by the book.
So, like, 10 times.
It's really hard for me to, like, put the story
You're saying
straight.
so a lot, and I'm saying okay a lot. So, okay.
They followed the Bible, I think, yes, the Bible, like, not closely, but they, like, practiced what the Bible did.
Religiously, if you will.
So, apparently he had spiritual wives, like, as young as 11 years old. Okay.
Ugh.
I don't know how true this is. Some of this is, like word of mouth. Like, this is what they're being told.
Spiritual wives. I don't even know what that means.
What then happens is they talked about, there was word going around that at the settlement there was, like, child abuse going on. Like, kids were, like, beaten, starved, like, things like that. But it was, like, word of mouth that this was, like, going on from, like, people outside of the group.
Okay.
Like, who weren't
Dang it, I
in
did it again. Sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
With the program.
Oh my gosh, that's another Cars thing I do all the time. I'm like, okay, because it's the one where, like, Luigi with the sign.
The United
Full
Healthcare
circle.
CEO.
It's a sad full circle.
Stop. Okay,
I'm
focus.
sorry.
Focus.
I'm a level 2, I think, already.
I feel nothing because I'm so
Alright.
focused on my story. So
You go, girl.
then,
Then.
according to the guy in the video that I watched, there was ATF agents that moved into a house that was across from the settlement, and they were, like, super obvious that they were the ATF, and, like, they were basically scoping the place out, like, getting intel, this stuff and that. When the ATF went to go question Koresh about the guns and, like, the child abuse and stuff.
Was it Koresh or Koresh?
Koresh. Sorry. He basically, like, Koresh was just like, yeah, come on in. Like, search the place.
Like,
do whatever you want.
Not doing anything wrong?
And then the government just turned them down. They were like, no, we'll just keep an eye on you. I'm like,
That's
That's
weird.
stupid. Why didn't you just go in and just, like, he had
Why would you ask?
Mhm.
Like, oh, if they let me... That doesn't make any sense.
I know. See, there are parts of the story, basically in it, the ATF did not document, like, half the crap they were supposed to. Like, a lot of it was undocumented, like, things doing under the radar that was, like, really shady crap. Like, there, in the parts of the story,
You could... Sorry,
Don't continue.
I feel my nose is also doing something. 1 second. Believe me, people, you did not want that noise on camera. My nose was so stuffed. All right, go ahead.
so, where was I? I don't remember.
The ATF be messing crap up.
Oh, yeah. So, because this goes, like, all the way up to, like, a high court thing with what happens.
What? Are you sock puppeting your hands above your head?
So, a lot of it was undocumented and unauthorized. So, in one part of the story, we'll, like, talk about how bad I think the ATF was so wrong in a lot of things that they did. You're welcome. Okay.
We should have put that exclusively on Oh no! Exclusively on Patreon. Patients, keep the kinky content there.
I'm so sorry. They ended up having a 51-day standoff in this compound. This compound was...
What started it?
Oh, let me tell you.
Oh, do tell.
Okay, so it's a 51-day standoff between the Davidians and ATF, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta remember, like, word for word, because this is, like, where it gets, like, really to the nitty-gritties. They, so, got a search warrant for the compound. Mm-hmm. And he was already like, dude, you could have came and searched. Yeah. Like, this was, like, months ago that he could have, like, or years. I think it was 3 years had gone by. Like, this has been, like, a long time frame. And he offered for them to go in and, like, search. To show, like, he wasn't doing any, like, crazy crap. They were just preparing for doomsday. Yeah. That's all this community was doing. They were just doing their thing. And, like, in this video I watched, there's, like, still news videos of him, the people that lived there, the children running around, the stuff they do. Like, it was like a little town doing their own little thing. So, they did a raid. They're gonna raid this compound. Because ATF says they're doing all this illegal stockpiling and abusing children, and we're not gonna let that happen in America.
I wonder what the difference is between, like, a raid and just a search, like a cold search warrant. I don't know. Like, is there a warrant to
a raid? I think is
just an aggressive search warrant.
I think it's when there's a possible threat to, like,
so,
others.
Like, when I think raid, I think full on, like, SWAT.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Ready?
Okay. So, the evil, conniving smile on your face.
There is big skepticism that of who shot first. Okay. David walked out of this compound, hands in the air, and was like, you don't need to be, like, drawing your weapons. Like, there's children here, mothers, blah, blah, blah.
Mothers, and he said it like that because they're in Waco, Texas.
He actually does sound like that. So, let's say from the one side. From the Davidian side, they shot David first. He got shot in his hand, and then shot somewhere else, and then after that, like, gunfire just, like, abruptly started. From ATF's side, they had dogs, and one of the dogs they let loose to go snoop around, and one of the Davidians shot the dog. That abrupted the gunfire. But there's no in any documentation saying what actually happened. It is such a two-sided story.
Because there's no proof. Because there were no cameras back then.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't have body cams.
The reason this all started, too, was the guy that was camping out at the house, like, doing recon. Mm-hmm. David actually was like, come on over. And he became, like, a part of the group. And he still would go back to the ATF and tell him what they were doing. And the ATF was like, no, he has to be hiding something more and more. And so they were going to raid this compound. I remember the number was, like, in the 200s. I believe. It's a really big compound.
Are you meaning population of 200 or more people?
Yeah, they all lived in this giant building, like you saw. Okay?
Got it.
So when this gunfire broke out, all the Davidian, he got into the house, David did. Okay? He's, like, holding off
with his wounded hand?
Yes.
Okay.
And all the other Davidians, they have guns, obviously. ATF has SWAT, things like that. They basically are just standoff. And don't forget, that's ripped. It's broken.
Oh, my container. She's talking about my Chinese food.
So
that I'm not eating again.
They ended up, like, climbing the roof of this place, breaking windows. Like, there's women and children inside, don't forget, okay? And there's all this gunfire going on.
Why would you climb a roof?
In the videos,
when you were invited in the front door.
In the videos, it literally shows the, like, SWAT team being, like, stupid as all get out.
So there were videos?
Yes.
I just said I didn't think there were videos.
Oh, no, there were.
There were, but it just wasn't as well recorded, I'm guessing.
Yeah, back then. The ATF people were, like, hitting their heads on the roof, in the windows, like, falling off. One of them fell off the roof. Like, it is so well kept put together.
Wait, what? Repeat, please. Rewind.
Okay. The raid was so it wasn't put together well. It was, like, slapped together. But they trained them like they were going to war with these people.
Wow. And
so then all these people were like, some of them fell off the roof. One of them, like, hit their head on the window in the video. I was like, you guys are stupid. And so during this standoff, they had food, water, guns. Like, I mean, they prepared for this day. Mm-hmm. They ended up having, like, FBI negotiators like, on the phone with these people. They cut the power to the place. They had one line that went in and out. And in the story, David is on the negotiator line. He's like, well, you got all these men out here, and, like, the ATF, like, soldiers, whatever they're called, agents, were, like, mooning the women and children.
No.
Yep. And he's like, it's just not professional. Like, you want us to come out and surrender and talk about this, but you're doing stuff like this. And the people that died, like, I think on the first day or whatever, the Davidians went outside to bury them, and it ended up in another little gunfire, and they killed them. And it was just really sad. Like, anytime they saw anyone, like, it was just instant shoot somebody. Like, I guess it went through the night too.
You know what? I'm sorry.
No, continue.
What disappoints me, what makes that so incredibly messed up in my brain, is that even in times of, like, hundreds of years ago, both sides of the war, they would respect specific things. Like for the medical tents. You know, they respect the medical tent. It's sacred. Let them be. They need to do their thing. We're going to be humane. But yet, the ATF couldn't let these people bury their dead loved ones without still attacking. Like, you're talking North versus South, you know, British versus Americans. Like, all of these people had this, like, innate sense of, this is wrong. I'm not going to shoot you in this moment. You have your wounded. You take care of your wounded. They had that respect. What happened in frickin' Waco, Texas, ATF training where they lost that? Like, how do you think that's okay? Sorry, I feel like I ranted forever about that. But I'm like, whew, you've lit a fire in me.
It's just, the whole thing is really sad. So with the spiritual wives things, that's what sparked it. It ended up being on a news TV. And then everyone from the TV knew about this place, and they were harassing the cult. Stop calling it a cult, Patience. The church. And that's how the child abuse allegation started. So, like, this thing had, like, a lot of popularity to the thing. Like, in the series I was watching, like, there's news reporters lined up outside on roads, like, miles away, because this was such a big, like, thing.
Wow.
Because before this, there was, Ruby Ridge, where the ATF also did another, like, you just killed innocent people because they were doing what they wanted to do. Like, they weren't suspicious at all, or something like that. I didn't get into that one, so it's part of this. Because this just happened a few months later.
And, sorry, I just thought of another thing. Even if this cult/church/whatever you want to call it, even if they were guilty of the child abuse, even if they were guilty of making the weapons illegally, and no matter what they were guilty of, that does not ground the ATF bursting in their balls to the walls and endangering children. Like, who gave that go-ahead that what they were doing was so severe, it warranted war methods? Why the punishment does not fit the crime? If they're not hurting, like, well, yeah, I guess if there's a lot of children being abused, obviously they're hurting people, but it still doesn't warrant the amount of force. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like the excessive force for what possibly would have been going on in there. That's what I don't understand either. Because say they were in the right. Say ATF was like, I don't know.
So
sorry, there's not a crinkle.
Whatever happened.
Nothing to hear.
Nothing to hear.
Nothing.
Nothing
Go
to hear.
On.
So in a few months prior to this, at the Ruby Ridge thing, the ATF did shady stuff, like basically killed people. And they were like, okay, we're never going to let this happen again. And then here we are months later, and it's happening again, but just with like hundreds of people. So on the negotiator line, they made a deal where some of the women and children can come out. Like, they will, like, no shots fired, anything. They will, David said whoever wanted to leave, they can leave. So some mother and children left of their own free will. It was fine. As soon as they got over to where the ATF was, the mothers were arrested, and then kids were taken away for questioning.
Wow.
Because of the child abuse allegations. So then whoever was left was like, we're here till the end. And that's like, just to take kids away from their mothers. Like, it's just, I hate that. It really ticks me off. If there's no sign of it, like, you can't just, you know,
I mean, there must have been signs, but
this had to have been so traumatizing for these kids, and for they're probably still alive today, obviously. I bet that's so sad. That's so sad.
Wow.
And so basically, I can't remember. A lot of people died in this, like, 51-day standoff, like, a lot.
But you can't remember exactly how many?
Sorry. Let me look here. Okay, I don't know how many died in the 51 days. Well, this includes the 51 days. At the end, this is where that picture comes into play.
Of the world as we know it.
Someone might correct me if I am wrong, but at the end, this all ended because somebody, somewhere, basically, I think, launched a missile into it, or something that was very inflammable. Flammable. Basically,
it can be inflammable as well.
The whole place burnt down. They, like, killed the women and children inside, everyone that was inside. Basically, the whole building caught on fire. And in the Senate video, because this went to the Senate, like, this big court thing, because this was an FBI raid now. The FBI took it over.
Wow.
And basically, somehow, that got started, and in the video, there's evidence saying that some of it just is so suspicious that they can't cover up what they did because it's inadequate with science. And so 75 people by that time, at the end, died in the fires, and that includes 25 children. So hello. Sorry.
I gotta do a level check. Level check. Level check. I'm at a 5.
I'm at like a 3.
Oh, girl, I'm at prime snacking level. And by that I mean I'm a snack. You're supposed to say, yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Thanks, Yolanda. Okay.
I gotta remember though. In the video, it just talked about, like, no one knew how the fire started, I think, and nobody, like, it was too many hands in the pot kind of thing.
So,
and so
was
many
it ever
people did
confirmed if they were even doing that stuff in there or not? So the proof was never...
There's no, like, documentation, like, if they were actually doing it.
Okay.
There was a lot of...
Guns?
There was a lot of people, like, from the outside that knew the church that were like, no, they just sell guns. That's what they like to do. And they all just live their happy, merry-go-lucky lives. Like, that's just what they do. And
I mean, there are some religions that have, like, a business.
And then...
So the gun selling...
Which is what they had. Yeah. And then... basically when the news twisted the story about the child abuse and the supposed young marriage, like, it just turned into this bad rep for them, even though no one really knew who they were. So I think that a lot of people died for, like, no reason.
I mean,
and it wasn't okay. And in the video, the Senate talks about, or the FBI or whatever, whoever it was like, we are not even entirely sure what happened, but, like, there were certain people who did get, like, the consequences of, like, doing certain things. Like, they have that in there. But, like, a lot of it was, like, inconsistent of what was supposed to happen and then that didn't happen. Like, there was just so many inconsistencies with everything. I do know that afterwards, there was, like, a few people that did live. I think they're from, like, when they left or whatever. They like, started a form of another Davidian group. Like, doing the same thing, just preaching the word of God, doing this and whatever.
Davidian sounds like...
I like the way it sounds.
I like the way it sounds. Davidians. Stuttering.
So,
It sounds like a Halo species.
That's why I was kind of like, it's not controversial, but it's very...
Controversial.
Yes, that. It's very opinionated, like, on how you feel, like, if the ATF really was doing their job, like, how they should have done it. I think there's, like, both parts of each group that could have handled things differently.
Yeah.
But
sounds like it.
I think it's just so sad that all those people, like, died. For no reason. And they're just like, I want to, like, express my religion. And
okay, but that right there, that's the point that I was thinking about earlier. So, I bet you, too, they felt not only justified in shooting the ATF back, because they felt like they were defending an unfounded raid and an attack, but also because, like, they probably totally believed the religion was, like, coming to a full head with Doomsday. They probably thought that the ATF was their Doomsday. Mm-hmm. So they're sitting there, and the cops are just proving their point by attacking them completely unprovoked, if that's what happened.
I actually want to watch this with you. It's just now becoming a series on Netflix, I believe. I think it'd be really fun to watch together. Ooh. So, like, this is that's a really big compound that they lived in.
Wow.
It's
that sucker
huge.
Looks like, 4 or 5 factories put together at least.
And I do think that I
think things too.
See, like, even with, like, the fire, it burned so much evidence. It burned so much that they just
burn and die.
And this is what he looks like. He looks. We're in the. Yeah, that's him.
Wait, he looks just a little bit. Granted, it was one picture, but he looked a little bit like
That's before I think that's before
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah. For the fire, they like all lived on their little things. Yep. They like expanded it over the years and stuff.
What is it now? I wonder. Oh well, it's burnt down. They never restored it. I'm assuming. I guess. I don't know how bad the fire was. If it was. Okay. Are you ready for a snack?
I'm not as high as you.
Well, we have to fix that. More to do at snack.
I think, yeah, that's really all. And this actually ended in 1993.
Ended?
Yeah, like this happened in 1993.
Oh, for some reason. Oh, yeah. It was founded in the 60s.
Wasn't that long ago that this happened. April 19th, 1993.
I was 4 or something like that. I can't math right now.
Yeah. Part of me it also goes into the thought of, like, don't trust the government.
Uh-huh.
Like, just don't trust them.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say something crazy. I don't think anybody trusts the government for real. Like, do you really believe that? Even if you're a true patriot, do you really think anybody really trusts the government?
That's why I think part of the controversy, I was like, the government, it's a iffy topic to talk about.
The squeaking, but my left butt cheek is completely numb.
Yeah, I just think I don't like to talk about politics. That's why I was worried we were going to get into politics. We were going to get, like, into too much of the religion aspect.
I can see how you'd be hesitant about that. No, I think we pretty respectfully rode the line.
Basically, children didn't need to die for that
fun of
crap.
Both sides.
And if you want to look this up, it's the Waco Massacre. You can, like, fact check the things that I didn't say right. Even though I watched I watched a 3-hour video on it.
You were in this.
But I did it while I was at work because I don't have a lot of time. So I believe I picked good parts out of the story. There was a lot more to the background of it that I know I didn't capture. Like, they played, like, actual audio recordings. They played, like, the news videos. They did a lot of different things. So, like, the fact that I can't put that in here, you can go watch, like, the originals. I know they're on YouTube.
Well, I think you did a great job.
Thank you. I know it was not as long. It wasn't even that long. It's been 30 minutes. That's not that long. Normally, Katie's topic goes even longer.
We started your story at 10:30. Or
at 27.
Yes.
30 minutes. Yeah. You're so high.
Yeah.
I don't feel anything.
I know, and we're going to fix that. So we're going to take our snack break, okay? And we'll be back. We're going to do our little quick Patreon video too soon. We're going to make sure patience is more high first, just for you. Thank you so much.
We'll be back eventually.
We'll be back.
Okay, hi, we're back from our snack break.
Yes.
It took a while. It took a while. I think we were in there for...
45 minutes at least.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah.
We just finished recording our first Patreon video, so we're going to put that together, put it on there.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of us.
I won, for sure.
It took forever for me to get high for us to start that process, so you can go on there and see whose
cookie was better. Vote.
Cookie. We did cookies.
Vote mine.
For some reason, I was thinking of gingerbread men, but I was like, I'm the only one that made a human. So you can do that. What else? Oh, we'll review my journal.
Oh, my word.
So these are the few things that have happened since we took a break. Oh my gosh, I wrote too much. Too much. We just thought of a... No, wait. I don't want to give our ideas out.
Oh. Wow. So mean.
Oh, Katy got me my Christmas gift. She gave it to me early. They're like temporary...
One of them.
Yes, one of them. They're like temporary tattoos for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, they're like the ink box kind.
I thought of 2 new merch ideas while we were in there.
Sorry, stupid merch idea that we couldn't do, but like our brand of tattoos. Like our own little tattoo line for merch.
Oh.
Temporary tattoos. I don't know if we could figure out how to make the good quality permanent ones. Like, I don't know if Inkbox makes custom ones or not, but that'd be interesting to find out. Because that'd be really cute and unique merch idea. Like, I don't think people go to TM. I don't think people go to podcast concerts and have like those kind of tattoos for merch. It's not something you typically see as merch.
Good
I think I said the merch
thinking
like
outside
6,000 times. The Inkbox. Inkbox sponsor us.
While we were in the kitchen, we were trying to get, or I was calling TJ in there for something, and he put a pizza in the microwave to heat it up. And Katy gets it, and it was like she was working at her old restaurant.
Yeah, I just walked over and retrieved it for him.
Katy said she thought of a song, the Yeah Yeah song.
Can I get a yep, yep, yep? I swear it's an old country song.
Something I don't want to say on the podcast. Cinnabon is out of the ballpark. It is now our initiation food.
So good. 10 out of 10. And yum out of yum.
In the kitchen while we were not recording.
Fucking Dinah.
Cinnabon
took up all the room. Oh.
And that's about it. That's pretty much caught up.
Yes.
Finish the video. Proud of us. Woo!
Woo!
So now we're gonna finish out. Now we're gonna finish out with a game.
Yes.
Which game do you want to do? Do you want to do word association?
I wrote it down.
Oh, our snacks. I forgot. Mine were the Scotcheroos again. That hit the ball.
Oh yeah, I still haven't tried one of those yet. I'm very excited to tonight. Mine 100% the 10 out of 10 Cinnabon.
Are you a gecko?
Is that the noise?
I don't know. It sounds like
that's like Popeye. No?
Oh.
Popeye, geckos, tomato, am I right? Okay, so snacks wise, that was good. I'm trying to remember what all I ate.
You ate a lot.
I know, and why can't I remember a single thing of it? This is a problem.
Had chicken fried rice. She had a slice of pizza, the Cinnabon.
Oh, I did have a Fruit Loop. That was still a solid, 8 out of 10.
She had the Scotties.
8 or 9. Mm-hmm. Those are really good.
They kept getting better and better after every bite, she said.
Yeah, I really liked the shortbread cookies. Tippy, you on down? My dog is in my lap. You on down, Bubba?
I thought you also had some of the other Chinese food, but I think you just ate all your chicken fried rice.
Yeah, I didn't have any of the other. I don't know why my brain's like, I don't know what you eat. This is why I'm so fat.
Monkey's paw.
Yes.
Would you like to go first, or would you like me to?
You wish first. Oh, we didn't explain what the game is.
Go ahead. Can you tell me?
I feel like I'm being
here
tested.
For you.
Oh. All right. Oh.
Dog.
Sorry, there was a thunk. And I just realized the mic is bent just a little bit towards me. I don't know at what point that happened. Oh my gosh, get off the stand.
We're supposed to switch around because you get quiet after we come back.
Oh, you did that on purpose.
Yes.
Tippy.
Uppy.
Ow, my leg.
Oh, circle.
I forgot I walked into the thing and it hurts still.
Monkey paw is where you make a wish, but the other person puts like a twist to your wish that you wouldn't want to come true.
Yeah, they're like, it's like making a wish from a genie in a bottle and then it being twisted. You twist the wish. Twisting the wish. That sounds like a good pastime, if you know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm lost.
We all live in a fairy village and nobody knows we exist. What?
We all lived in a fairy tale village and nobody knows it exists.
Fairy village, like the woodland fairies.
We all live in a woodland fairy village. That's your wish?
Yeah, and no one knew we existed. Like trolls, kind of like trolls. Dude, no, that's like the highest wish ever. Like
okay,
you were like,
okay. I wish that we had the ISS, but for realsies in real life. So, oh wait, no, I don't make a wish. That's not it. I just yours. Can I say mine anyway?
Go ahead.
Just remind me what it is. I'll twist your wish later. All right. It's in there. I promise. Hang on. Just.
You sound like a fax machine.
I was trying to be the AOL connection.
No.
Say words that remind me.
Oh my gosh, Katie, we're too high for that.
All right. Your wish. Say it one more time.
I wish we all lived in a fairy village, just like the Trolls movie.
The twist is that our overlord is an evil demon who torments us every night.
That's a horrible.
All right,
horrible
my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want it to. Your dreams, they stay big. Your worries stay small. You don't know what I'm quoting to.
This is my wish. Pascal Flats.
Yes! Oh, my wish.
I just had to sit there and sing it.
Oh, Tipper's ribcage just popped a little bit when I moved him.
Oh, no.
Clear! I have to do surgery for the second time tonight. Why do I keep calling it surgery?
Wish! Give me your wish.
I wish that I could instantly transport myself into any movie world or setting at will and imagine it like the ISS. That was what I was going to say earlier. I remembered.
Oh.
Which?
To add on to it, it has to be in every horror movie in which you die.
Wait, to get out, it has to be in a horror movie? Like of the world I pick in order to exit?
Yeah.
I'm trapped unless I go through it. Oh, that's a good twist. It's a very unique, high creative twist. Yeah. Okay, level check. I feel like to make up that idea, you have to be at least a 10. I feel like I'm an 11.
You're off
or a
the
12.
chisel charts.
No, I don't feel as high as the last time. And I think it's because I didn't have any Mexican food.
I, on the other hand,
yeah,
I'm just thinking very outside the box at the moment.
Oh.
Got the big brain ideas.
Well, I appreciate
I've talked in a lot of accents tonight.
Yes. You just, the poor Brits. I think they're going to make our house look like the Waco massacre.
Full circle. A dark full circle. Dark full circle. The anti.
The anti what? Ooh, I'm sorry. Oh, woo, I went down a little tangent.
In your head.
All right, let's each do one more wish. I know.
That's scary.
All right. And one more wish. Okay. And then just a little bit of word association before we take our bow. Don't mind Patience just washing your windows and trying to get a contribution for her society.
I'm a hard-working man.
We don't want your little red flowers.
You pushed me into the street, you villain!
I can't help it. I'm the devil himself.
My golly! Wait, what? I just totally switched genders. Okay. Anyways.
Okay, one more wish each. Your turn.
I wish. Oh, so sorry. Cleaning out your eardrums. It's a hard rock.
Earwax.
We're sorry. You could be in any book you wanted to be, and you.
It's kind of like mine, isn't it?
No.
What's unique? I don't know why I'm being so
But if
aggressive.
it's like a series, you can travel through the books.
traveling through them and then just imagining yourself in any scenario at any time.
Basically,
no, because mine was movies. Okay.
Sure.
It's just similar to mine, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It is different, but similar. It's small, but average.
Our pee-pee.
Exactly.
What's your wish?
My wish is that the girth of our pee-pee would expand.
I would like pee-pee on my thing.
By the way, you might hear squeaking. Patience has a pitiful excuse for a whiteboard in front of her.
I didn't buy it.
Nope, that's on me. It's the most ghetto thing I've ever bought in my life. They were at the Dollar General. Sponsor us. Your stuff's not ghetto. It's ghetto, right?
What are you doing?
I'm training you Dollar General to sponsor us.
Dollar General?
Yeah, that's where I got the whiteboards.
How much was it?
$1, actually. Surprisingly. But it is pretty cheap. It's like cardboard. So,
yeah.
Okay, I can tell I'm slurring.
Make your wish.
I just said it.
Oh,
looked at me and blinked
I don't
like
remember.
Colin does.
I don't remember. Say it again to me.
Okay. My wish is that... Oh, I know I said one. Hang on. Now you made me forget.
I know. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. It's okay. It's my fault. I really should have believed in my wish. You know what? We have it recorded. We'll find out later when we listen to it. Future Katy, you're welcome.
IOUs for monkey paw.
Yeah, maybe we need to.
IOU?
I owe Mom.
Mamba. Word association. We were just doing it. That was so weird. We just like
Perfect
transition.
Alright, you start us off and go.
Ooh, nocturnal.
Bat.
Critter.
Ew.
Frog.
Toad.
Mrs. Toad.
You just made a 2-word one. What if there's a thing that
no,
happens
2
against
words.
you when
Penalty?
you say there's a penalty when you're high and you say more than 1 word? You get to get slapped with a squeaky hammer.
Future Katy, write that one down.
I hope
Use
that
the
makes
big
sense.
notebook this time,
that
okay?
make
Stop writing them on your little pieces of paper.
There's
Put them
nothing
on
wrong
your
with a
notebook.
little piece of paper.
Future Katy,
It's
you
not
know
the
what
size
I'm talking
that
about.
counts.
Past you is just in a hysteric state.
I hope I figure out what I was trying to say.
Check.
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 Pecans! We left pecans. My lips are numb. Okay.
Word association. Penalty.
Boo.
No, hold on.
That's more than 1 word too, sucker!
Word association
Wink.
penalty.
I like how Tipper wants to cuddle with me so bad that even though there's absolutely no room... Yeah, you heard me say your name. Like, there's no room in this chair, but he wants to be with me so bad. He is 2 feet standing and then 2 feet cuddled.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Pigeon.
Poop.
Bathroom.
Toilet.
India. Where did you know?
Racist.
The KKK.
2 words. Boink. Me
Those
start.
are symbols.
Symbols.
Or whatever. Go.
Letter.
Hit me with it.
Boink. I really want to get one now. All of my old ones. Yes, I had a collection of inflatable hammers.
My strange addictions.
No, I was never but I was addicted to them. I liked all the blow up things in the 90s.
Future Katy, edit that laugh out. Thank
Future
you. Love
Katy,
you.
remember to collect cute inflatable merch again. And that sounds like I'm talking about dildos, and I'm not.
Oh.
FBI, another gunshot.
It's every episode there's a gunshot.
You've heard it here, folks. We live in the Ozarks episodes. We're in the ISS TV show for real.
Word association.
Word association. Okay, me start.
Yes, you start.
Jello.
Pudding.
Thick.
You say thick?
Mm-hmm.
Cake.
Moist.
Wet.
Yum.
Cake.
Yeah.
No.
Ha.
Ha-ha.
Oh, 2 words!
Oh, you're so annoying with your boinks. You're collectibles.
I'll be more annoying with my boinks when you see them coming at your face for real. I just make it sound like I'm gonna teabag you. All right.
We're gonna wrap it up on here.
That was the best Waco Texan accent I've ever heard.
We got our cue card. Mine is in the air.
Q.
QA.
Pecans.
What?
We said Q at the same time.
Oh, I didn't hear us.
We said, never mind. It doesn't matter anymore. All right. Tomato.
Tomato.
Potato.
Tomato.
Clamato.
Clam.
Slam.
Halo.
Oh. Tink.
Bink.
Hocus.
Pocus.
Double.
Duty.
Poop.
Toilet.
I don't know why, but soup. Toilet soup. 2 words. Wink.
How did you get the soup from toilet?
I don't know. I just was picturing like a half-fleshed stew.
Oh, that's
Like prison
gross.
moonshine.
Okay.
Oh, I leaned on my wound.
Okay.
Okay, well, anybody that's still here, again, we are doing a, I was thinking to promote the Patreon, but no one's going to be listening at this point anyway. Okay, alright, just for giggly diddlies. Is that a thing? No, that's not it. Just for giggles. Just
do that part.
don't
Just do that part. Just do this.
No, I gotta do this. I must go forth.
Okay, go on
My
your journey.
Jedi.
Go on your journey.
Why did
I will be here for you.
What? If you're still here, thank you so much. Thank you so much for staying tuned and listening to our podcast with the horrible renditions of accents. You can...
We hope you had a great
No.
time.
I'm still doing the Gmail.
I'm going to do it. I got it taken care of. It goes into my ending.
Oh, okay, alright.
You know what I realized? High
see.
me thought.
Beautiful.
You can find us on Patreon.
.com/Gummy Buddies Podcast.
And
You can send us an email at
Gummy Buddies Podcast.
gmail.com.
Dog me! Okay.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening to us.
I keep spiraling. Spiraling!
Thank you guys so much for... What?
High thought game.
What?
Okay. We're
trying to end this thing.
I know. Hold
The
on,
more
but this was
people,
a
they
really-
want to be gone.
No, it's a good one. It's a good one.
Okay.
When you're high
Uh-huh.
on these stupid white erase boards, what we're gonna do?
You're aggressive with them.
We're gonna write what we think the same word is that we both wrote down. We're gonna
do
be
the game. I have a game. That's the game we played on Thanksgiving. The like how many people write the same word on the whiteboard.
Blank space. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Blank space.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Blank space game.
That's
Blank
what we're
space
doing.
baby.
Thank you for watching. We love you.
Thank you. We're going to go
Kisses.
play our game.
Bye-bye.
I love you so much. Thank you. And thank you so much for being our Gummy Buddies.
That was a rough one. Future Katy, we love you. Thank you for the hard work that you put in. You're amazing. Kisses.
Brr, brr, brr. Do yourself a favor and win the lottery between now and then.
I
Okay?
bet these are like your
Okay.
favorite parts of